Hey, what's up, traders? So we're running a contest every single month. We pick one winner who comments, likes, and to subscribe to my channel and comments on every video this month. We randomly pick a drawing, and hopefully it's you. Just be sure you like, comment, and are subscribed to this channel, and you'll get free access to our full training academy and everything it is have to offer. Good luck, peace, and enjoy the next video.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's July 19th, 2020, and this is the weekly outlook video for the week. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. I can feel it. This is going to be a big week this week. I think the European Union members were meeting this weekend so far. I haven't heard any news yet about what's happening with that, but I think it's going to be a big week for the euro. And so let's take a look at some charts. And I got a bunch to cover. I shared them in our VIP group. And if you're new to me, new to my training, or want to learn how to trade Forex, click the link below. We have an amazing group of traders. It's amazing to watch everybody grow. And our community is the best you will ever find. And I really simplified how to look at the markets and how to approach technical analysis and really how to trade. So if you're motivated, you can do this, man. You can really learn, change your life, develop a second income, and create, start to create your own momentum with money. And right now, it's more important than ever, for sure. It's a crazy time right now. So if that interests you, click the link below to get started. And let me share my screen and let's just get this kicked off now. I wanted to, let's see, open up. Let's get the screen share going there. But first of all, this is our Telegram group. This is a group chat. We've got, 983 members in here. It's going 24/7, man. Yeah, so, wow, I love how you post all the setups for the week, Ronan. Been waiting for some major pairs. Thanks a lot. So yeah, and what he's talking about is here in the VIP group, where this is our signal channel. This is where you get the setups, and these are the weekly outlook setups that I'm looking at. And you get your videos, polls, all kinds of good stuff. So that being said, let's take a look at the first chart that I shared. This is being the dollar index. And you can see, man, this is does not look good for the dollar. We broke down out of this channel here. And this is why I think, the euro is breaking out, breaking higher. So we're at the 50% Fibonacci retracement of this low here to the high, excuse me. And I think we're targeting this 94 area. And the 94 is like a really kind of mean average number on the dollar index. So, I think, and that coincides right in the 61.8. So we want to always look at, where our confluences are. There's no coincidences in life, and definitely not in the markets, that's for sure. So that being said, now if we look at the dollar index, then secondly, you have to look at the euro. So we pull up the live charts here now, and with Euro USD, you can see that we're at this major area here, right? So we had this high, this high, this high. And now we're challenging it and really in breakout mode. So, just as this coincides, the euro is the biggest part of the dollar index. So if we use that as the dollar index breaking down, then, that's going to lead us to believe and target us here to 118 area on Euro USD. So if we can get in a situation here, we do have some conflicting messages about the dollar, which I'll get into, but if we can look for dips here to buy in the euro. So if we got like a dip down here to we're at 114.27. If we got a dip down to 113.50, 113.60, this would be an excellent buying opportunity. I don't know if it's going to happen. It really depends on what is going on with the European Union, the meeting that's going on today. We'll take a look at GBP USD. The pound has been in a slump, but I have a feeling it's not going to last. You know, like if we go to the weekly chart, we're at some all-time lows here. So, you know, I don't think this is going to last too much longer. And it's going to be a great situation whenever it happens for the pound to really cover some ground and rally higher. So we tried to break down last Friday, which this was a move. We got in a sell signal, and then we got bought right back up. So leading me to believe that, you know, we could potentially be moving higher. So dollar Swiss, however, and this is a bit of a conflicting signal here, because you know, the Swiss has been gaining a lot of strength, and we're at some pretty significant support right now. So this is going to be really important if we continue to break down, or if this holds. So this is like a thing that is like, hold up, maybe the dollar isn't finished, right? So it just depends on what's going to be happening in terms of risk on, risk off sentiment. Same for dollar yen here. And it looks like we're in a big triangle setup, right? So dollar yen finds itself in these triangles a lot. And, you know, this 107 could be an excellent buying opportunity if it holds. So that all depends on whether or not the yen continues to be weak. So here we are in euro yen, right? And so it looks like we've already broken out, breakout, retest. And so any situation where we can buy dips here, I think we're going to be moving much, much higher. And so in terms of this, I always like to use Fibonacci's then to really kind of decide where my targets are, where we could be headed. And the 61.8 is always a big target. So next, let's take a look at this is a really interesting chart here. Euro pound. Euro pound's in pretty breakout mode as well. So, you know, this chart looks pretty bullish, except we're starting to get some pullback here, right? But this looks like a really, really big breakout, because we broke out of this kind of consolidation here, which is this is a similar move I'm looking for on silver. But we broke out of this wedge consolidation here. Now we're slowly moving our way higher in a bit of a range, but we are moving higher. So, you know, depending on what happens with the euro fundamentally today, this is a super important setup. Which also, this takes me back to the pound. This is, we looked at UJ. Now this looks like this is GJ, GBP, JPY, and we're at this really significant triangle setup here. So, could be looking for a buying opportunity here in the pound, especially against the yen. And this is a fast moving pair. So, you know, we're at 134.50. We could be at 137 pretty quickly, for sure. So, which would also be the top of this triangle formation. So I love it when we have our targets laid out here. And with GJ, I think we have some significant long-term targets going on. Now we're in a signal now. And so to get access to our signals and our trade setups, click the link below to get started. Now here we are, and this is Aussie New Zealand, and we broke out of this messy triangle formation, but nonetheless, it looks like to me a triangle formation, like almost like a pennant, and we've broken out here. So there could be a lot of push and pull against Aussie and New Zealand because they're super similar currencies, which are, you know, kind of looked at a lot alike. But, you know, if as long as we're consolidating above this trend line here, I think the risk is that we're going to be moving higher. So I think that looks like a great buying opportunity for Aussie New Zealand. However, Aussie USD, we're at a big juncture here, and we failed to get the follow through higher on Friday. So whether or not this area holds is, we're at this really significant resistance area. So we're gonna have to keep our eyes on Aussie and wait to see. I think on Monday we have a central bank meeting from Aussie, so it's going to be super important, which could give us the momentum to really jump this level of resistance and start the rally higher. So, but we're at some pretty significant highs right now in the Aussie. So this is a really good setup here on the daily or 4-hour chart. Swiss yen, you know, whether or not we move higher, it's yet to be seen. But this is kind of a setup that you can't really ignore whenever you have this type of you know, retest of a trend line like this. So right now, you know, the game plan is a short until you break out above there. So Swiss yen looks like a really great setup for the week, or at least to start out the week. Now, if we take a look at New Zealand yen, big juncture here, right? So, you know, we have some conflicting signals going on with the yen here. So whether or not we get into some risk off or it's a risk on week is going to be a big deal. If you don't know what those two terms mean, I teach about it. It's one of my major strategies. It basically means that is it going to be a week for investors where people are starting to get their hopes up about what's going on with the coronavirus, what's going on with the economies? Or is it going to be a risk off where people are like, whoa, and starting to invest in gold, silver, US dollar, Swiss yen? So that's essentially what I mean by risk on, risk off. So that's yet to be seen. But if we look at New Zealand US dollar here, you can see it looks like we're slowly trying to break out. So if we do finally break out above here, it's going to be a really big deal for New Zealand, and that would open the door to, you know, retest these 73 former highs. You know, so we just need that extra boost for the risk on assets for sure. Speaking of risk on, risk off, taking a look at the metals here. So this is like, silver is what I've been looking at for a long time. And here we are, right? So this is a wedge formation. This looks like similar to what I was looking at for Euro pound, right? So we need to break up above this 1940, 1950 area and above 20. And once we do that, then we'd be officially in breakout mode. So we're at a critical juncture here. And you can see on the weekly, we're already above, right? We look pretty bullish here. So are we going to get the follow through is the real question, right? So if we go to the 4-hour, you know, potential head and shoulder setting up as well. So, but, you know, if we look at it on the hourly, you know, we did take out the former high here. So we're yet to be seen on silver. And, you know, maybe we get a dip to buy. I think any dips in the metals is going to be just a great buying opportunity. Here we are in gold, though, like at above 1,800 now. And this is a massive ascending wedge. So it's a bit of a reversal pattern, reversal setup. Divergent RSI, like massively divergent. The thing is the fundamentals of everything that's going on with the virus and the stimulus packages and everything is only strengthening metals, right? So long term, you know, I don't see any reason why we don't test these highs here, right? But we're at these former highs, so we really need to push through this layer of resistance, and then, man, that would keep us pressing forward. So whether or not that holds, we'll have to see for sure. But it's a super, super important setup. So, so that being said, man, I just ran through a bunch of trades, a bunch of setups super quick, but so go back, take some notes, and have a look at these, man. I think this is going to be a huge, huge week for the market, and it's going to be a huge week for VIP group. No doubt about that. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Let's crush it this week. Thanks for all your support, everybody. Appreciate it. And I'll see you in the VIP chat. All right. Adios. Peace.